obviously is going to be the Palutena. Ken, you know what character he's picking. Okay, now can you stop him is the real question.
Yeah, Ken is certainly a menace. And, you know, it's always something that, you know, I'm interested to see how the Japanese players are going to do, because, you know, they come so far for these events. You know, it is a long trip, and there's a lot to be said about how draining a trip like that can be. But right now, it doesn't matter what the extenuating circumstances are on you. You have to make it happen in bracket.
Yes, you got to make it happen fast right here. Both players off to a very safe start here. Just kind of feeling each other out, but Ken drawing some real blood right there. Okay, yeah. Goes for the dash. Is it not even trying to expend the full run animation, just trying to go for the dash to keep some of their options. I like this here from Ken. Uh-oh. Come here. Oh, no hitbox. Gets caught on the spring right. Thought he was actually going to try to harass since, again, spring is frame 4, but there's no hitbox on it. Louis Money can definitely make you pay for that. Yeah,
Luis really good at catching a little bit of aggressive options out of the corner. I think his biggest strength is just knowing how somebody is going to act in disadvantage and capitalizing incredibly hard on it. And we'll see if Ken is going to make a little bit of mistakes like that. We already see Luis going for that up air, expecting a double jump out of Ken, trying to get it out of the corner. And let's see if he can make Ken pay in the future for that one. But right now, Ken is controlling center stage, is going to have that Pokeball unlocked. But the down tilt, what a counter aggression, and now the up smash.
Up smash, didn't realize it lasted as long as it did. I knew it covered a lot of options in the corner. I think it catches jump, roll, maybe even neutral get up as well. But I didn't know that it lasted as long as it did. So great stuff right there to Louis Money. I'm sure that's data for the future. Gonna go for the up air on the way down, but Nair to stuff it out. Very smart play, just knowing when it's time to press the button on the way down versus when it's time to land safely, I think is what makes or breaks a lot of players.
Dash attack sends all the way into the corner. Luis trying to hunt for something more. Goes for the early down tilt. The back air almost actually catching Luis from Ken. You have to be so careful about edge guarding Sonic because he does that upbeat turnaround into back air. Just an absolute disaster of a move to deal with.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my God. Okay.
Jump scares for sure.
Yeah, there's your disaster right there, man. Okay, nice. Frame 5. Early on the fair. He knows. I need you off this stage. I need to start looking for the options that KO, or if not, they put you in a position for me to KO you easier. There's back air, of course, center stage this time. Whoa.
Yeah, the forward tilt sends Luis all the way off. Gonna try to just do some ledge trapping for Ken, utilizing that speed, getting all the way across, catching the teleport in with the down tilt. Sorry, the forward tilt, but now looking for spin charge here, and whiff on the grab. Luis is gonna be in trouble for this. How's he gonna get out? He is not. Ken with the forward air, covering that ledge so effectively.
You know, a lot of times we'll see that drop off like, you know, Nair, now gonna bring you back up, or sometimes we even see a homing attack in the corner, but just to put the multi-hitbox, like I think that's Ken saying, I need you gone. I need you dead.
One of these hitboxes for quite a long time as well.
It does, man. Whoa.
Yeah, both of us a little bit shell-shocked by that back air. I mean, it's something that you're always scared of if you jump at a disadvantage against Palu. At any point, she could just read it, go for a high back air, end your stock so early. But Ken not biting this time, and Luis still with a little bit of a lead. And that jab beats out the spin dash. Love to see it.
Yeah, we most certainly do. I think he's just, again, we've seen it in the match earlier today too with Ken versus Embo, where you want to start using options that stop Sonic from moving. I know that's a very difficult task, but when you're blessed with some pretty good projectiles like Explosive Flame and Auto Reticle, it's still not the easiest task in the world, but it makes it a little easier for you. Or even when you decide to break that zone with like dash attack or short hop back here, those moves make Sonic think twice. Like, oh, maybe it's not really my turn. Maybe I can't run around this match.
Yeah, and now though Sonic is in the corner. You said you have to keep him from using all of his speed. But right now, Luis he's been putting Ken in the corner, forcing him to use a move out of there, but this time able to get that spin charge out of the corner, able to get a little bit more percent on Luis. And now we are sitting in neutral, very close match. Both these players have tried to capitalize on the habits at a disadvantage, but have not been able to get the big hits that they've been looking for. And now, once again, Luis able to get out of that corner with that edge cancel. But you have to be careful about utilizing an option like that against Sonic. He can be there in the blink of an eye. Oh, okay. Going so low and actually going to end up costing Ken his stock. I really like the way from Luis going all the way down there and not getting caught out by that held homing attack for a very long time. And now on this last stock, racking up that big Palu combo, 49% on the board, Rod.
Oh, yeah. And climbing here. Louis Money has a lead and doing his damnedest to try to maintain it. Okay, dancing around that shield. Not the worst spot to be in the world, all things considered, versus Palutena. Palu is one of those characters where they play good from like that. I'd almost argue maybe the mid-range and, of course, the long range due to the projectile system, but not the best options out of shield. So if you know you have the ability to dance circles, you might as well go for it. Forward air gets the red stuff, and it's just enough. Yeah,
2 forward air kills already from Ken. He's been so good at catching Luis in the corner at these high percents, but has to work on getting the stocks a little bit earlier, because Luis, he's going to run away with the lead if you give him the chance to keep coming back to stage. Eventually, he's going to beat you in neutral. Eventually, he's going to get something. As right now, Ken shields a little bit low, gets hit off stage with a dash attack. Now, Luis try to get a, I don't know what he was looking for, but he had the air dodge, just no punish.
That's right. Definitely got to up the punish game here and fast. He gets off the stage here, off the ledge, excuse me, with that Nair. Nair, of course, such a strong option in Palutena's toolkit. Used to harass off stage, used to get some stocks taken as well, too, but they're standing jab, frame 3 dash attack. And, of course, just looking for this positional advantage down to, oh, my Lord, and not like this.
Okay.
No, not like this.
Yeah, that is always a terrifying proposition against Sonic in the corner. He just uses so much of those aerials to just trap you, and oh, that ball hurtbox distortion just enough to triangulate his way out of that explosive flame, but now an up tilt from Luis, and he is run away with that first game.
He is. A lot of what we prophesized coming into this match kind of played out. Both sides know the importance of having a lead. Both sides maintain it very differently. The goal is who's going to get that lead first. And it looks like it was Louis Money. Louis Money, of course, knowing, hey, look, I don't outbutton you by any stretch of the imagination, but I do have options to make your life a little bit more annoying. Hopefully you will walk and fall into something. I can threaten that space with explosive flame. You think you're going to dash attack out the corner? Eat this. Think you're going to spin charge in place? Eat auto reticle. Then when the going gets nice and I want to get you off stage, I have run off Nair. I have a lot of options to deal with your weaknesses, but I'm not going to beat you in a boxing match.
Yep. Well said, well said. And now let's see, we're on a different stage. We're on Town and City, a stage that traditionally is super, super good for Sonic. Just the ability to carry into the corner and get the early stocks with that forward air off of the spin charge. I'm always scared at how early Sonic can call on the stage, but at the same time, Luis showed how powerful that back throw in the corner is, how well he is also able to get those early kills if he gets the right back air in the right spot.
I mean, again, finding those opportunities, I think, is what's really going to make or break both of these two players. I'm so glad you brought that up. And as it stands right now, there's the down air. No platform, so this changes the dynamic of the matchup ever so slightly. Oh, damn. Okay, whiffs the grab. And that down tilt, I'm telling you, we haven't quite seen how dangerous it is quite yet, but it is very, very potent in the corner. Come here. Yes, take those platforms away from him. So good. You know that Louis Money has those platform cancels, and you know they like to kind of hover in this little bubble at the ledge, and of course at the ledge of that top right platform. It's so smart on Ken to just keep putting out forward air and back air there just to mitigate these options back to the stage.
Yeah, sort of force you to recover honestly instead of using your specific Palu moves. But that time, just like I said, Luis's hugest strength is to be able to know what his opponent's going to do in disadvantage and capitalize super effectively on it. And Luis, you know, he made a great kill that a lot of players would not have recognized there.
Yes. I mean, not a lot of players can be these two. Let's put it that way, man.
True.
That standing jab right now, just trying to poke his way out of the corner. Louis Money has the lead, and one thing I have to give Ken too, even with Louis Money having the lead, he still has his game plan and he doesn't thwart for me. I think that's something that like the Snakes and the Sonics, I'd almost argue maybe even the Steves as well. Yep. The deficit doesn't really change their game plan. They kind of just still lean into the bit, and because it's just so polarizing, so top heavy in the match, that the opponent is like, damn, I still don't want to deal with this. Like versus a different character, a different player, I'm in the lead, they switch up the flow, not Sonic, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a cat and mouse game, and Luis is still the cat trying to chase down this little hedgehog. As, I mean, Ken does get picked up by a neutral air. This is a big opening for Luis. And that back air out of the corner, so effective from Sonic, turning around with that up B, and now manages to set up for a corner trap, but just a hair off on that F tilt, not going to matter. Ken's still getting the back air stock all the way up the top.
Oh, yeah. Ken's looking powerful right now, even in his game back up, not allowing it to spiral too far out of control. Again, you're never really in the lead versus Sonic until the match is over. I know that's a very cliche thing to say, but Sonic is just a comeback-heavy character, not because of any crazy mechanic, but just due to his speed and his ability to just control the pace of the match. I mean, he can do it like no other. Love that. Knew that down smash was coming. Goes for the homing attack. Ugh.
And once again, the homing attack evens up the percentages. Luis finds himself in the corner. It's not opting to utilize any resources. I really like that. Just waiting all the way until he can do an ambiguous warp, potentially going back to stage, potentially going on the ledge, drag down neutral air into the grab, and tries to get the back air, catching Sonic, double jumping, but not going to happen this time. And the explosive flame just barely whiffs, but this time it's going to get the hit, it's going to get the kill, and 2 explosive flames, 2 stocks from Luis.
Yes, again, this goes back to what I talked about before. Characters that make Sonic, or really speedy characters in general, but really Sonic in this case, think twice before they move. You kind of have the upper hand. And oh my, Louis money, man. Look.
Come on, not like this.
Negative money. Dang, man, in debt. Louis debt right there.
Lots of debt indeed. That's just, all right, he gets the parry. Not going to matter at all. As a big pickup from Ken. And I feel like the win is a little bit out of Luis's sails after that stock.
Ken right now knows I got the advantage. I'm in control of the momentum fully. There's spring, frame 4. Nothing off that F smash. Got a lot of that earlier today versus Embo. I can't imagine that will work a lot here versus Louis Money just due to the recovery system that Palutena has. But I do like the presence of it at the ledge just to let the opponent know I will go for these.
Yeah, the 2 frameless warp makes it a lot harder for you to cover going back to ledge. But now just that up B out of the spin dash makes it hard to punish. Once again, 121. And you're sitting in the corner versus 2 aerials that are easily going to be able to kill you. And, oh, man. Luis just opts to go straight to the ledge with that warp. Really surprising option, but Ken not ready for it. And, oh, the platforms go away. Now we are truly on FD, and it's not going to matter. No platforms could save you from that forward tilt.
Nope. Yeah, let him know this is your final destination. It's done for you. Great stuff right here from Ken. Was a little worried that Louis Money would go up 2-0 and we'd see our first 3-0 of the set of this, you know, series that we've been doing. But I don't want to see that.
Block.
Yes, I want game 5s. I want these to go the distance, especially for a tournament as you know, wonderful and as legendary, of course, as Don't Park on the Grass. You know, you want the most bang for your buck if you're a viewer here, and I think these 2 talented players certainly giving us just that.
Oh yeah, you're getting a discount on matches. Mom said there were 5 matches, and I paid for all of them.
I know that's right. I'm not leaving here without them.
True. All right, game 3. Luis has been looking so strong. It feels like without that SD, it might have been just a clean match, and Luis is actually going to counterpick to the same stage. I'm always a little bit like, all right, who was right?
Who's right?
Who was right?
Right.
And we'll see. I mean, the results of the set can prove that sometimes.
It's very hard to prove it at times, though, like who's right and who's wrong.
True.
Because it's just like,
there's so many factors, right?
Yeah, there's
like,
just so many.
Okay, it could have been the stage, or I just guessed right. So.
Yeah, and both sides, I mean, guessing really well, especially in terms of playing this game of chicken with each other. I think Sonic, of course, has some of the best grounded options in the game, not only because of how quick they are. I kind of talked about this earlier versus Embo, but how they can threaten the space in a way that not a lot of other characters can in the game. And then, of course, Palutena, she has auto reticle and explosive flame. She also has a dash attack, too, that, you know, slower than some other people's dash attacks, but invincible.
Yeah.
I think that's the key part. Oh, but you're not invincible off stage, though, and Ken trying to prove so.
Yeah, but good evasiveness from Luis, opting to go high, opting to reset. Now he's the one in control of the stage with that ledge. But Ken is up so high in percent. This Kalos setup has been favoring Luis so far when it's been the platform layout like this. But this time, Ken managed to get an early stock. And Luis has his work cut out for him if he wants to come back in this one.
He does, man. Louis Money just in the depths. He's going to let the light shine. You playing a lot. You know that platform is getting ready to leave here any moment.
Yeah, Luis, he's playing with fire, maybe playing with lasers.
He's definitely playing with the whole elemental list right here. But Ken right now is the one that's actually on fire here with how much of this lead that they've been able to hold on here throughout the majority of this match. 97%, not even at the triple digits yet, and still looking in firm control. Not like this. Don't do that.
Okay. He's like, I know, I can just wait, and eventually I'm gonna be able to punish it.
But this is what I was talking about before. Again, you had that ability to threaten that space. You forced him out into an awkward position, but he actually had the upper advantage right there, and more importantly, the upper hand in the corner, courtesy of that F smash.
Yeah, normally Luis has been going for the 2 frameless warp, but that time he did manage to miss it, it looked like. So Ken got that free kill super early, and now Luis, we said his work was cut out for him, but certainly a lot more now. And another pickup from Ken. So much damage already on this last stock. Luis has to find big opening here. Finally getting just one little hit, but Ken so evasive on the Sonic. Obviously, having those tools, having that speed to get out of any bad situation. But now, Luis has a potential. Oh, the air dodge back to ledge, though. And Ken is able to punish the F smash from Luis.
Right.
No big openings for him.
No, not quite, but I'd imagine they're on the way here pretty soon. Louis Money has to figure out a way to connect a dash attack at least. Frame 5 dash attack, there's back air. Okay, this is what we talked about before, kind of closing out access in that middle, or excuse me, that far right side of the stage, the edge of the regular stage, and of course the edge of that platform. Louis Money sometimes will just stay up there and try to hold positional advantage, but you can't let him have that. Smart on Ken to put some aerials out. Dash attack. On his way down, no platforms to alleviate the pressure. Oh my goodness, and finally finds one.
Yeah, up smash out of shield, a rare option for Palu, but in certain circumstances, it does work out just right. And that down air just unsafe enough. Luis able to get a big punish. And now he has to find his way back in this stock. We all know what he's looking for. Palu mains want one thing at 0 and one thing only, and it's neutral air.
Oh, man. And I mean, they're finding him right here. Whoa, my, bro. Listen, bro.
I saw the feet flash before my eyes.
You saw what I see? Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not the only one. I was like, I know we're not about to do what I think we're about to do again.
He wanted those twinkle toes, but not this time.
Okay. Platforms are leaving. Nothing off of the fair.
And I think that these platforms leaving are going to favor Ken. Yes, this time the forward smash works just as good as it did the last time. And Ken has been, man, he's really been capitalizing on these reads.
Yeah, I think in a way that I think is throwing Louis Money for a loop. I think Louis Money did a really good job of trying to stay away from the ledge or fake it out and make it think I'm drifting towards the ledge for you to approach me aggressively. Now, boom, I'm on the other side of you. I think Ken was like, you know what? I see that coming. I know you're going to land right in front of me. Here's turnaround F smash. Let's end this game. Let's start another fresh one. Ken looking good here. Louis Money, of course, has looked better. Let's see if we can push this to a number 5.
Yeah, I mean, we've had all game 5s this block. I don't see any reason why it should change.
Yeah, I'll take one more.
I'll take another one. And obviously, as a Luis fan, I'm gonna be real. I want a game 5 because I want him to win.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with it at all.
I mean, Louis Money he's one of those players where he's kind of hard to root against.
Yeah.
You know, you catch people rooting against Louis Money in the crowd, and you're like, bro,
why?
What are you smoking?
Yeah, exactly.
And keep it away from me.
Who do you like?
Yeah, like, hello? But Ken, of course, a fan favorite as well, too. Has been holding down the Sonic meta for a very, very long time and still holding strong here all these years later. Let's see if Louis Money can push this to another game. All right, up air. Through these platforms, letting him know immediately you will not have any fun up there. You might want to stay on center stage with me.
Just a little bit of the last hit of the neutral air, not going to get everything he wants. The down tilt, just a hair of damage, but not enough to really take advantage of the situation. Finally, though, Ken is going to take back center stage. And, oh, the homing attack not working out for him. And potential, gets the wall jump, but Luis keeps hitting off stage. And one more hit? No, not this time.
Oh, man, but I appreciate the attempt. Just, of course, being present, I think, is enough sometimes in a matchup like this. Nothing off the standing jab. Oh, my God, and that turnaround F smash, again, landing improperly. And I think you see that conditioning start long before they even get off stage. I think you see it. You see the interaction, center stage, that pushes them off. And now you're like, let me use my movement to force a weird recovery back for Palutena. I know she doesn't want to get too firmed anymore, so she's trying to outmaneuver me. And with the high recovery, I'm not going to let her have that.
Yeah,
up there.
Ooh, I thought he had it, but not this time. Once again, it feels like Luis is just a hair off in so many of these circumstances. And just there as well, the forward tilt, if it was just any further left, he would have gotten the hit. But now gets it back air, sends Ken off into the corner. Great evasiveness from Ken, though, utilizing the wave bounce, but still, the down tilt into back air, the tried and true for Palu mains everywhere.
Got caught hanging out. You got to buy something here, man.
No loitering.
Okay. Okay, we're seeing an increase of movement right here from Louis Money, and for good reason. Playing this one very, very safe. Ken, though, caught in this corner, hasn't quite dealt with the damage that I've seen Palutena's deal with in the corner in the past. Usually we get to see like dash attack become a more of a nuisance. Back air, of course, just to keep you there. Even up smash to close off like some of your options on the way back up, whether it's like roll or jump or whatever. But Ken, of course, just kind of being one step ahead of Louis Money throughout the majority of this set, has kind of stayed in his corner scot-free.
Yeah, I feel like the big thing from him is the patience. Right? A lot of players, the moment they get to the ledge, they want to hit a button.
Yeah.
And a lot of times there's no good reason to. Like against Palu with a ledge hang like Sonic's, unless she's close enough to down tilt, it's not going to matter. She's not going to be able to punish you.
Yeah.
And Luis has been not punishing a lot of these jumps out of the corner. And yeah, Sonic has just been using those platforms to get out of dodge. Now Luis slowly fighting his way into center stage. Does get hit with a neutral air, but not the right hit to confirm into back. And now back throw should be the, oh, not quite the stock, even on Town and City.
That felt juicy enough, but I guess not. Okay. We go for the spring, just trying to force Louis Money out of position. I think when Louis Money's in the right spot, he's like a set shooter in basketball. When his feet are set and he's in the right spot, he's the most dangerous man in the room. The goal is to try to kind of keep him out of the right position to succeed. And Ken doing just that, looking for little things to just disrupt him. You know, falling up air, that last hit, standing jab, very fast, you know. Just little things to force Louis Money out of position here. Ken looking really good. Oh, you tried it.
Wow, that was an aggressive. To sit there and charge, I'm like, what you gonna do about it? Oh. Now another forwarder. Doesn't get the combo off of that one. Maybe didn't get the right hit as Luis kept hugging the floor. And oh, the forward smash. I can see the wings coming out. Back throw not going to be enough just yet, 81%. But Ken is still kicking on this stock and still has a lot more to go.
Yeah, job ain't done just yet, but it's becoming that much more hard. Okay, just has to chase Ken down. This is just, I mean, a sentence that all players hate hearing. Their standing jab, don't go on that platform. Split-second decision-making right there from Louis Money was looking really good. Ken right now trying to take him for a ride.
Yeah, Ken has just been not able to be hit at all. Very nearly dodging a lot of these moves. And now, I mean, the forward smashes are coming out. We all know that Ken loves them. And they can get the stock at any point now. Ken, once getting in a neutral air, and still forcing Luis into this corner. The jab might be enough to get the kill with some rage. Not just quite yet. And Ken using that back air to get out of the corner. Luis not able to punish it. And now he has to find a stock, but he's entirely lapped here, Rod.
He most certainly is, man. He does have a little bit of rage. Let's hope. Okay. Now he has that down tilt. We found up air, but at 121%, I can't help but to feel a little uneasy right now, especially with how well Ken can get rid of a stock.
Yeah, just a forward air in the corner. Some of these forward smashes that we've seen, obviously back air, killing almost anywhere, but neutral air off the top is enough to get it done in our first Game 4 victory from Ken. Unfortunately, Luis not able to push into that final one.
Funnily enough, that was the quicker set that we've had.
Yeah, versus the Sonic.
Would not have expected that to happen here, but great stuff right there to Ken in the 3-1 victory. Louis Money looked a little lost there in some of those last interactions of the game. Again, you know, Louis Money played so well, but I think Palutena sometimes needs to be in the right position to make stuff happen. Scrambles, you know, weird things where she has to like split-second decision make. She just doesn't quite have the speedy buttons for that where Sonic kind of does. And then, of course, being able to threaten that space. We've seen multiple times how much damage he took just by throwing out up smash. Versus another character, I get it. But when I can just spin and spin and spin and then win like that and then wait for you to use your option first and I go for mine,